What's up, Pack Nation? It is Unironed Shirt Pack here, and in today's video I wanted to talk about players that are actually pretty good in the NBA and yet they have 0 badges in NBA 2K20. This could be players that have at least about a 70 overall rating. There's only one player that does not have a 70 overall rating in this video, and that's it. Everybody else is at least a 70 and above. But before this video starts, if you're one of the 75% of viewers who are not subscribed to this channel, do not be lame, be an OG, join the Pack Nation and subscribe. Let's get this video started at number 15 with Taco Fall. He's the only player in this list that is not at least a 70 overall. He's a 68 on the Boston Celtics, who doesn't get to play a lot. Taco's only been averaging 4 points a game, 3 rebounds, and I don't think he's even played like more than a game. 50% field goal percentage, like he really is not playing much. But this dude is 7'5", 7'6" with shoes on. Like, he's ridiculously tall. And I think if you're driving down the lane and you see this giant dude, you're going to be a little intimidated, and that's why I think he should get Intimidator for NBA 2K20. I would say at least give him a bronze one. I mean, they consider him a finisher, but if he could have one badge, I think it's Intimidator. Again, you see him how tall he is. You're going to be so scared to get blocked that you're going to miss every shot at the rim for sure. The next player on this list at number 14 is Udonis Haslem, who is injured at the moment according to 2K. I don't believe he's played this year. He is not at all. But Udonis Haslem has been in the league for a long time. Has been a Miami Heat faithful. Had a season where he averaged 12 a game and 9 rebounds. And that's the thing I wanted to talk about, is the rebounds. The guy can get boards when he plays. That's like his main game now. Even though he's 39 years old, I still think he can get some rebounds. And that's why I think he should get Rebound Chaser. He is a 70 overall. It shows 69 because he's injured, but he is a 70. And if I were to give Udonis Haslem any of them, it would be Rebound Chaser. At least bronze. Now at number 13 on this list, it is a Spurs player. It is Chimezie Metu, who is a 71 overall in NBA 2K20. And after seeing a couple games of the Spurs, and even being at a lot of games this year so far, I've noticed that this guy, whenever he gets to play, averaging 2.3 assists, 2.7 rebounds, almost an assist a game, and almost a block a game in like barely any minutes. What, 5 minutes a game? He doesn't get to play a lot. But when he does, I feel like the biggest thing he does is he's a rim protector. He's like pretty athletic. So because of that, he's able to protect the rim, get blocks when he needs to. That's why he's almost averaging a block a game, even though he's barely playing. I would give him rim protector bronze for sure, in my opinion, for Metu. Now this next player for the Washington Wizards, it is Isaac Bonga. Now this is funny to me because Bonga was the worst player in NBA 2K19, and now he's a 72 overall, getting genuine minutes for the Wizards, averaging 5 points a game, almost 4 rebounds, 1.7 assists, a steal, okay field goal percentage for a guy that, like, honestly was terrible last year. Now he is getting a couple minutes, 21 minutes a game he is playing, but he isn't really doing much with the minutes he's doing. And even though the assists don't show, he is a point guard more or less. He's a small forward who can also play the point guard, even though he's 6'8". And the biggest thing with him is I've seen him throw a couple lobs so far this year and last year, so that's why I give him Lob City Passer. He's also a slasher, so I could have given him like Relentless Finisher or something, or maybe Contact Finisher. But the biggest one to me is the Lob City Passing. I've seen him do it a couple times, and he is a point guard kind of, so that's why I added that onto this list for Isaac Bonga, 72 overall. The next player at number 11 is Scal Labissière, who is a 72 overall in NBA 2K20. And I was wondering what this guy really did more than anything, and I was watching some highlights, seeing him play. He averages 5.5 points per game, 4 rebounds almost, 1 assist almost, and 1 block a game, on good field goal percentage. And the reason why he has good field goal percentage is a lot of his buckets, to be honest, is getting an offensive rebound and then putting it back up. I think he is a put back boss, and I think he should definitely deserve a badge for that. That's why I would give him a bronze put back boss, because that's where a lot of his buckets come from, and I don't even think it's that bad, to be honest. I think he definitely deserved at least 1 badge for sure. Going back to the Spurs at number 10, it is rookie Luca Samanic, the other Luca, like not the good one. So Luca has 0 badges, 72 overall, has not played in the NBA yet, but he will eventually. He is a rookie for the Spurs. The Spurs really don't play the rookies too much. So there's only one thing I've seen him do, and that was in the Summer League. And to be honest, this dude was really, really good at blocking shots. He actually was getting block after block after block, to the point where he would do it in back-to-back possessions. Like, he'd block him, they'd catch it, he'd block him again. And there's only one badge that really has to do with blocking multiple times, and that is Pogo Stick. I think he should get at least bronze because he did it in the Summer League, so it's not like he was doing it like in the NBA, and I don't know if that's going to be happening too often. But in the Summer League, he was getting a good amount of blocks, hustling on defense, and that's why I think he deserved it for sure on this list. Now at number 9, for the Memphis Grizzlies, it is Bruno Caboclo. Now, this is another guy who was terrible. He was also considered one of the worst players back, I believe, in 2K18 and 17. And now, he's actually doing okay. He is a 71, but he's actually a 72. And one thing I noticed that a lot of his buckets either came from being a quick first step because he would drive down the lane and dunk it. So he had a quick first step, but the one that I think happened a little more consistently was his corner threes. And that's why I think he should have corner specialist on bronze. He is good at getting to the corner, they kick it to him, and he hits the three. And there's even another player that does that as well on this list. I mean, it's just a really good thing to do. He's had a pretty good season so far, at least at the start. Last year he did pretty good too, but he's only averaging 4 points a game, 2.4 rebounds, 1 assist almost a block a game. But he's getting way less minutes than last year. If he starts playing more minutes, I think he can do even better than the year before, which he was averaging 8 points a game. So hopefully he's more important to this Memphis team. I think he can. This next player who doesn't even have a face scan, it is Damian Lee for the Warriors. Damian Lee is a 73 overall in this game, and he is having himself a season because to be fair, they've needed to play him because the Warriors don't have much. 10 points a game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, almost a steal a game. Bad field goal percentage, but he's working on it. He's playing a good amount of minutes too. Because the Warriors have needed players, he's been getting a good amount of minutes. I feel like he's been doing pretty good too. The biggest part of his game is catch and shoot threes. People are kicking it to him. He catches it and shoots it from anywhere on the court. That has been like his 99% of his offense has been from that. So I'd even say give him a silver because he's been doing this more than anything. His 3-point field goal percentage is a 37.5, which is not bad at all. So even though his field goal percentage is a 38 or 39%, most of it's been from 3-point shots, catch and shoot, and it's not even that bad, to be completely honest. Now at number 7, I didn't really know what to do with Troy Brown Jr. He's a 74 overall, inside-out scorer, has 0 badges in the NBA 2K20, and I didn't really know what to do with this guy. I don't feel like he's been amazing. He averages 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, 1.4 assists on 2 offensive rebounds a game, which is pretty good, 1.6 steals. He does a little bit of everything, to be honest. Like, I feel like he's an all-around solid player. There's nothing I see in him that's, like, amazing. But if I had to give him something, is his pass faking. He would do little hesitations as if he was going to stop and give it to somebody, and then all of a sudden he would kick it out or he would actually drive it in and score. He was really good at the hesitation. That's like his thing. Hesitation, shot, hesitation, pump fake pass, lay it up, he was really, really good at that, drawing attention when he was going to fake it, and I feel like he got a lot of points just doing that alone. So if anything, I thought that was like a little special. Besides that, I didn't really know what to do with Troy. Now for number 6, it is Anfernee Simons for the Portland Trail Blazers, who has been really, really clutch for them in the 4th quarter so far this year. Like, he's actually been one of the better clutch players in 4th quarter wise this year so far, and he's only a 73 overall. He's actually a 74, but in 2K right now they're showing him as a 73, but he is a 74. So yeah, because of that, clutch shooter, silver. I think he's just been in the clutch. He has been fantastic so far this year, and he's going to continue that, at least at the moment. He's only 20 years old. He's been a better player, or at least on par this year so far with CJ McCollum. 12 points per game, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, on 50% field goal percentage, on 41% 3-point shooting. He has been fantastic for them so far. I expect his rating to go up. I expect him to get way more badges. Yeah, for sure he needs something. He could get catch and shoot too, but clutch shooter right now for sure. Now for the next one. At number 5, it is Jake Layman, who is also a 75 overall for NBA 2K20. 9.3 points per game, 2.9 rebounds, 0.7 assists, almost a steal, almost a block a game. On bad field goal percentage, but he's working on it. Last year he had a really good field goal percentage, so it should be better. And he's getting a lot of minutes, 25 minutes a game for the Timberwolves, and they've needed guys like him to play right now. Now, I was going to say relentless finisher, but sometimes he really misses some shots he really should make. So the one that I think more than anything is his quick first step. He's a sneaky athletic dude who can actually rise up pretty high, but it's the quickness. Like, randomly he'll just drive and no one expects him to be that quick, and he can just get to the rim sometimes, or do a pull-up, or pass it out because of his quick first step. I think he should have a bronze for sure, especially for being a small forward that tall. No one expects him to be very quick, and yet he is. So I think that's surprising more than anything for this player. At number 4, it is Dillon Brooks for the Grizzlies. Now, Dillon Brooks is averaging 12.7 points per game, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, 39% field goal percentage on good 3-point field goal percentage of 37.5. And that's because he's mostly been shooting threes as well. I was going to say catch and shoot. Honestly, I wouldn't. This is one of the only players I think he deserves 2. Catch and shoot, he does a really good job. and also difficult shots. He makes some dumb shots because he takes some dumb shots, to be honest, but he makes them sometimes. So I believe he deserves 2 badges on this list. He has been fantastic for them, and I'm surprised he hasn't gotten badges yet until now. The next player at number 3 is for the Sixers, Furkan Korkmaz, who y'all say looks just like me, and I don't think so. But the only thing he's really good at is catching and shooting. That's his game. It's a catch and shoot 3-point specialist. He deserves at least a bronze. I would even say silver because that's all he does, and he does a pretty good job of it. He's also 74 overall. I don't know why 2K showing him as a 73. He's averaging 10 points a game, 2.3 rebounds, an assist on really good field goal percentage because his 3-point field goal percentage is 45%, and that's like all of his offense. So because of that, I think he deserves a silver catch and shoot for sure on this team. For the Nets at number 2, it is Rodions Kurucs, I think, or Rodions Kurucs. Yeah, sure. 74 overall. He's actually 75, but in start today he's a 74. He's on the Brooklyn Nets. Another player that's just been doing so far this year, 2.4 points per game, 2.5 rebounds. But last year, he was doing pretty good with 8.5 points per game. I'm assuming he's playing less minutes than last year. Yeah, he's playing a lot less minutes than last year. And his 3-point field goal percentage has been great. And that's because most of his shots come from the corner. He is a corner specialist when it comes to his offense this year. And that's all he's been doing is standing in the corner and shooting. And so I would even say give him a silver, but we'll go with bronze because he's barely averaging anything this year so far. Bronze corner specialist for Rodion SP. That's been his offense so far. And finally at number 1, this one surprised me. Michael Porter Jr. is a 76 overall, but they have him at 75 in start today. Man, there could be a lot of badges I could give this dude. He is great. He's only averaging 6 points a game, 2.6 rebounds on 58% field goal percentage, which is awesome, but he's only playing 10 minutes a game. He's barely playing at all. Like, if this Nuggets could really start giving him more minutes, I think he could shine. I think he's a really good player. He's finally back from his back injury. I'm excited to watch him play. And he does so many things so well. But the biggest ones so far of what we've seen is relentless finisher. He makes a bunch of shots in the paint that are like ridiculous, and you would have never thought he would have been able to finish that. And especially as a rookie for the most part, because he hasn't played last year. So he's basically a rookie, and he's making shots that you would have never expected a rookie to make. And also, I'd give him silver difficult shots, because a lot of the shots he's made have been stupid. Either a fadeaway, contested 3, like step back 3. Like, he's making really tough shots so far, and he's been making them. So that is why I have him on this list. And that is everybody on this list, that the best players that have any badges in NBA 2K20. But what do you guys think? Is there any players that I missed? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like this channel, give it a sub. And I'll see you guys next time.